Reading for just 6 minutes a day can reduce stress by up to 68%. I'm Albert. Thank you for watching the videos. I really appreciate it. And so, Avi, we're talking about reading. And, compared to other relaxation techniques to deal with stress, including drinking a cup of hot tea and listening to music, just that 6 minutes a day can really, really make a difference. Now, keep in mind that you have to be reading something that isn't going to trigger you in any kind of a way. It's got to be a neutral subject matter, something that you ideally aren't even biased in just kind of some stuff to read, a magazine, an interest, a hobby, something that makes you think about something else. And so I think reading has always been, if not a big part of my life, probably the biggest part of my life. I have loved reading since I can remember. I have read absolutely everything I could possibly get my hands on as a young adult, all the way on up to college, I'd say. And then, right at a certain time in college, or probably in my early 20s, I have not read like I used to read. But let me tell you, I used to read a lot. I love reading. Everything about it. I love learning different things. I love all genres. I love every category. I don't think there's ever been a book that I don't like, at least in terms of that one time read. Speaking of genres, books are so powerful still in our country that millions of people buy them. And in fact, all books are facilitated, all book purchases are facilitated by genre specific subject matter. And this is, to me, this like epitome, like the absolute just pinnacle and the greatest quintessential definition ever of creativity. So even more than publisher, book jacket, author, it doesn't matter. If there's a good story, people are going to read it. And this is what I love about literature in general, is that, we're all taught, and or one would arguably say indoctrinated, with certain kinds of genres and certain kinds of authors here in the United States. But I find that while that's cool to know and learn about, there also is a plethora of other subjects and characters and history and just different kinds of stories and novels that we aren't taught in school and or just privy to, because we're not around that kind of an environment, especially in a digital age. There's not a lot of hardback reading as it would be to a lot of people that have these kinds of things in their life still. There's many, many studies and statistics, links in the description below, about how reading is still a very, very valuable tool for children. And the fact that you can literally change your child's life by up to 3 years in terms of literacy rate, according to their state criteria, as it would be for that age group and where they should be in reading, by just having at least 20 books of any kind in the house. There are many, many, many studies that indicate just simply having books in the home as compared to not having them in the home, which again sounds like common sense, but not, considering the fact that it's so much more valuable to have them in the home than it is to not. So I am a champion for reading. I love reading. I wish I could do more of it. I write a lot now, so it's tough to read and write at the same time, or at least it is for me. But what's the last thing you've read? And do you guys have a favorite author? All right, bye.